Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. I know, guys, I'm 2 minutes early, but I'm excited. Hey, so I will start officially at 10:30, okay? But right now I'm just talking to y'all, to let everybody kind of like tune in if you're interested. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, y'all, in North Texas. And I just melted some butter because that's what I do for fun. Hang on, I'm gonna get it. I'm getting it right now.
No, you're not.
And
Get out of there.
ooh,
Get out of
look at this, I got it. This right here, y'all, is 2 sticks of butter melted, and I melted it. That's because, spoiler alert, for those of you who are tuning in, hi, I'm gonna be making peach cobbler today, and I'm gonna show y'all how I do it, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find it useful to yourself. And if nothing else, it'll be entertaining. First, I'm gonna yell at my kids though, because they're busy twisting the curtains in a, stop, here we go. Guys, leave the curtains alone. Leave them alone. Thank you. No. Michael, stay out of the curtains, please. So we have this curtain rod that is hanging on by a wing and a prayer, y'all. And those kids, for some reason, they're drawn to it. Shh. Mikey, what's up, bud?
My stuffy.
Your stuffy. Where is your stuffy?
No, to the stuffy.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. So, Stevie, will you please help him find his stuffy? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now it's tears of joy. Oh my goodness. Y'all, they saved this. I swear to God, they saved this for when we're about to go live. So we're just keeping it real over here. So, okay, it's 10:30. Hi. Good morning, y'all. Now we're officially starting. Good morning, y'all. Hi, I'm Meredith, and you're tuning in right now to do this really fun thing. I'm going to teach you guys today how I make peach cobbler. In Texas, that's kind of a thing. Everybody has peach cobbler. It is just one of those things because we, believe it or not, we have a lot of really cool peach orchards around here. So especially in the hill country, but also in North Texas too, as I discovered. Ta-da! Look! Ha! So you might, for those of you who tuned in the other day, I showed you how I blanch peaches, I can say words, blanch peaches, and that helps you with peeling them and getting them ready to cut up and stuff them in bags and freeze them, or just put them out, like put them in the refrigerator because you're gonna reserve them for showing people how to make peach cobbler like this. So this right here, this is a gallon of peaches, believe it or not, after I cut them up, of course. I put them in my gallon size freezer bag, and it filled up the whole bag. And so yeah, so I got them out today. I'm doubling my recipe. This is my mother's recipe that she's handed down. Look at this, I even have the thing right here. She laminated it. She gave us a whole box for one Christmas. My mom gave us a big box of recipes. So this has everything in it that is super unhealthy and delicious. And one of those recipes is her peach cobbler. See, it says Laurie's peach cobbler from mom. And I'm like, yeah. So I'm going to share that with y'all today. And so this is how we do it. Let's get on it. Okay, so this calls for 4 cups of sliced hill country peaches. And that just means out in the hill country of Texas where the best peaches are. Though North Texas is pretty good. They're giving them a run for their money. And so it's 4 cups of peaches, 2 cups of sugar, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon cloves, allspice. I don't have any allspice, whatever. I think allspice is one of those like, oh yeah, that would be good kind of spices. You maybe y'all know more than I do about this, but I'm kind of like, if you don't have allspice, it's fine. And then half a teaspoon of salt. It says a cup of water and then a stick of melted butter. So I'm gonna modify that today. Oh, I should say hello. Hi y'all. Let me see who's tuning in. La 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 la. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Too cool for you joined. Oh my gosh, you're too cool for me. But I'm so glad you're here. That's one of my kids. That's one of the progeny. And oh, somebody said, you should grow barnyard cheesy. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. Yeah, OMG, hi, I always watch your videos. Hi, thanks. I like my hair too. I grew it myself. Okay, y'all. So, if any of y'all have any good peach cobbler recipes, feel free to share. I'm just going to show you how I do it. And this is going to be a longer video, so, you know, you can tune in, go do something else, tune in again, whatever. I'm saving it on my live video, so hopefully you can tune in later, but whatever. But those of you who are tuning in now get to talk to me. Or I get to talk to you, really, and that's fun. Okay, so like I said, I doubled this recipe. So this is about 8 cups, really it's more like 10 cups of sliced peaches, and it's heavy. This is like get your workout in heavy. And I haven't put anything in them. I did drain them though, because I'll show you later, I have a finished product, so because this takes forever to make, but I have a peach cobbler that is finished, and it's heavy and it's a little bit juicy. So I don't think you really need that cup of water. Mom is probably gonna call me and be like, yes you do, but I don't think it's necessary personally, but we'll see. Okay, so I have my peaches, and then I'm going to put in, can you see these? Let me turn it a little so you can see it better. There you go.
Come on, don't turn it so they see.
Michael,
they don't
Stevie,
see
whatever your name is.
That
Chill. Okay, that
my
beep,
name's
beep,
not
beep,
whatever
beep,
it
beep
is.
you heard was my oven preheating, so that's cool. And hang on, I need a little liquid courage. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, this is, in case you didn't know where we are, this is my Texas mug. And because guess what? I'm Texan and we live in Texas and it's a great place to be. All right, so let's get some sugar. Oh my goodness, that thing's heavy too. So check it out. We also, this is a little bit, Stevie, Robert, put that down.
What is that?
Thank you, put it down. You're not old enough to drink coffee. So,
Well, that's
anyway,
an awesome
look at this
cup.
huge tub of sugar.
Wow.
Yes, we put
That's
our
the whole thing in.
spices. We put our like sugar and flour and beans and things like that in these enormous tubs because they're just easy to access. And I've noticed, maybe it's different for y'all, but I've noticed if I don't see the food product on shelves, like our dry goods shelves, I won't use it. It'll just hide away in the closet and I just forget that it's there. Okay, y'all. So,
Why are yours?
guys, you can hang out here as long as you are quiet. Can you be quiet? Thank you. Get off the bar stools. Off the bar stools. I have a 3-year-old, and both my kids are in single digits right now, and they like to tempt fate. And I'm like, Okay. Anyway, right. Back to this. So I have about 8 to 10 cups of sliced peaches. So I'm gonna do about 4 cups of sugar. So here we go. 1 cup of sugar. And 2 cups of sugar. Hi, y'all. Hi. So good to see y'all. Let's see. 3 cups of sugar. And 4 generous cups of sugar. And I think since I have a little extra, I'll put a little extra. Michael, if you're gonna play with that, go outside. Keeping it real. Thanks. Oh, Chili, I'll try. No, I'm just very happy to be here. And this is just so much fun. Okay, so I have this, put my sugar in here. You're like, gee, that's a lot of sugar. Yeah, it is. But I know this is strange, but with peaches, you probably notice this, bakers who are better than I am at this. Peaches, as well as apples, really do lose that sweet when you bake them. Like, so you need a little extra sugar to kind of like even things out. Okay. Are you going outside? Good. Good for you. I support you in that decision. Stevie, will you accompany him, please?
After when
You
I put
will
this in
accompany
my
him,
money
please.
pig.
Go. That's rhetorical. So, bye.
Yay.
Go out there. It's fine. This is one of those things. One time I did a live video not too long ago where I let the kids stay inside because Texas summers are brutal. But then they were so loud. It was amazing. And so close the door, please. Thank you, darling. Thank you, sweet darling. I appreciate you. Okay, now they're out. Let's see, let me review this. Okay, we got our sugar in there. Let's add our melted butter. La, 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 la. There it is. Your baking cookie should use regular dough or dildo. You got me. That was good. Solid. Okay, I walked right into that one. Sorry, folks. me. Okay. Right. So I got my, I've got this going on. Good luck with your cookies. So yeah. All right. I'm stirring this up. Got the sugar and butter in there. I got a fork out. That was probably not a good decision, but I did it anyway. Yay. You know, a person told me one time the only bad decision is indecision. But I was like, you know, that's mostly true, but not always true. So just saying, there are exceptions to that rule. And there you go. Okay, let's put some salt in here. And so I need about a teaspoon-ish of salt. I'm gonna be a little generous with my salt, so something like that. La 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 la. And we were like, salt in peach cobbler mix? I'm like, yeah, you need it. You really do need it. You need it to kind of even out stuff, even out the flavors, bring out the savor as well as the sweet. And then we put in, let's see, what is that? Like 4 teaspoons of cinnamon. Wow. So I'm gonna judge that. This looks like about 2. And I'll just double that. I mean, cinnamon in peaches is wonderful. And then we're gonna put in, let's see, and let's see, I've got cloves. So, cloves are cool, I like them. Let's do about 2 teaspoons. Cloves go a long way. So, you don't wanna overdo it. Also, I've noticed that cloves are amazing with apples. Like, so good. So, it's a strange thing too, because by itself, that smell does not really rock my socks. I don't really care for that clovey smell. It's just a little bit, there's something gross about it. I don't know. But when you put it in stuff, oh my goodness, it elevates everything. And it really does bring out some yummy, yummy taste in peaches. Because I don't know if y'all noticed this, but peaches are kind of complex. They have a complex taste, which is kind of fun. Yeah, so then you mix it all together like this. And yes, Amara, I'm making peach cobbler today, Texas Peach Cobbler. And really we're just saying Texas Peach Cobbler because I'm making it in Texas and I am from Texas. And peach cobbler is a big deal over here. So, here we go. Okay, you'll notice I did not put that cup of water like my mom recommended in here because you don't need it. I really don't think you need it. Look. See, it's starting to make, I don't know if you can see this, but it's starting to make its own juice. When you put sugar on fruit, it starts to get all, you know, it makes its own liquidy, juicy goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside for a second. And look, another big bowl. And now I'm gonna show you how I make the crust part. So that's what we did. We made the mix, the filling, and now we're gonna let it set for a bit and get all liquidy and let everything kind of blend together. And I don't think I missed anything on that one, so whatever. We're gonna move on to flour, the like doughy part of this. So the way I do this is, I usually go about like 3, I'm doubling the recipe, so I'm doing like 3 sticks of butter that are room temperature. I've let them kind of hang out this morning. But you can kind of melt it a little bit in the microwave. I know some people say don't do that when you're doing dough stuff, but I'm like, you can. I mean, yeah, it might be less than ideal, but hey, you know, there's some people who are not great at planning ahead, and sometimes you gotta use that microwave. Just saying. Hi guys, how many servings does it make? A gazillion! This is probably going to make, let me show you, a full tray of this. This is like something like what is that? Gosh, I can't read it from here. But it's something like a 9x13, but it might be a little bigger than that. And I have an overflow thing. So you make the pretty one in here, and then with all the leftover stuff, you put it in here, and this is the one that everybody eats first and then says, oh my God, it's so good. But if you have company, or you're taking this to an event or something like that where people are bringing food, this is the pretty one. This is your backup. So yeah. So that's about how much it'll make. And then if you have leftover, find another container and just put it all in there too. But in this case, let me continue with this stuff because I'm gonna totally lose my train of thought. Big surprise. Yeah. Oh look, another fork. All right, so I have 3 sticks sticks of butter in here. That's about 1.5 cups of butter. Some people use Crisco. Don't do that. Butter's better. And hi. Hi, Ivan. Oh my gosh, hi. Good to see you again. I'm making peach cobbler, man. It's gonna be awesome. And it's gonna be good. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Oh, no. Let's see. Okay, so I have my butter. And basically I'm doing a 2-to-1 ratio of fat and flour, okay? So 3 sticks of butter. Actually, before I put in the flour, I'm gonna put in some salt because that makes everything better. Let's see, I'll put in about a teaspoon. And you might be like, why aren't you using measuring spoons, Meredith? I'm like, cause they're over there and I don't want to get them, so I'm using my hand. About a generous teaspoon of salt, because the mix is going to be pretty sweet, and we want like a buttery, like slightly salty but not really salty, like a buttery, yummy kind of biscuit thing, with just a touch of sugar thrown in too. So I am going to put in a squirt of sugar. So that should be good, just to kind of round things out. Now, let me do this. I'm looking at y'all's stuff. Feel free to comment, and if it's not too crazy, I'll say it out loud. Actually, if it is crazy, I'll probably say it out loud too. But one guy got me earlier. It was pretty funny. I'm still gonna be laughing about that the rest of the day. All right. Let's see, also because I don't know why, I just brought some vanilla and I'm gonna use it. Boop. So in a way, this is sort of like a shortbread. It's kind of like a shortbread crust, only instead of even parts fat and flour, I'm doing like 1 part fat to 2 parts flour, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm doing. All right, so 1.5 sticks, 3 sticks, I can use words. 3 sticks of butter, that's 1.5 cups of butter. And now I'm going to put at least 3 cups of flour in here. So let me do that 1 and 2. Often I don't even measure this stuff, y'all. I'll just kind of go, I think that's fine, and go from there. So let's see what happens here. All right, and then we stir it, which is cool. And hi, Lemon Heart. Oh, thanks. Thank you, H.
Mommy.
I try. And there's some kudos, and I got some flour on my shirt because keeping it real. And hang on, you guys. I got to do a lime popsicle break because my 3-year-old wants a lime popsicle because they're awesome. Let me get them. Let me get them. So in Texas, we have this amazing store called HEB. I'm not getting any kickbacks from HEB, y'all. I'm just sharing. But they have these lime popsicles. Oh, yeah. They have these lime popsicles that are so good. And they taste, I'm just going to say, guys, they taste kind of like margaritas. Like they're really tart and they're wonderful. And so yeah, they taste kind of like a margarita, but you know, obviously without any alcohol, no tequila in this. And I love them, and my kids love them too because they're really tart. Here you go, babe.
Thanks, Mommy.
You're welcome, baby.
Yummy.
Yum. So yes. Okay, back to the floury thingy. So I'm mixing this in here. It'll look kind of powdery, like you made a huge mistake when you're first mixing up this flour. But just keep on going, y'all. Just keep on going. Don't give up. And so because you want to mix in the flour with the fat as much as you can. So it'll start kind of looking like sand as you mix it all together. And la la la. So that's what I'm doing. I'm mixing it right now. Hi. Hi guys. Hi. Aw, Franchi, I'm sure that you have a really fantastic mama too. I'm just really happy to share this with y'all. And that's sweet of you to say. I'm just like doing the real mom thing, which these kids are going to be coming in and out. They just do that. Because it's summer. It's summer break. And yeah, so like, what do? You come up with stuff. And lately we decided to kind of like not do screens so much. I know you hear that probably from a lot of those like moms who are just awesome at doing things. But no, we really just decided to take a little break from screens because my 3-year-old, man, he was just not being nice. And I thought, you know what? I think he needs a break. So we're doing kind of a diet of screens. And it's been really crazy and fun. because they sort of come to life in a way, but they're also getting into a lot of trouble. Like, much more cleaning up. But I think it's worth it because they're a lot more fun now, and they're getting along a lot better. So I'm just gonna stick with it as long as we can stand it, and then, you know, we'll just see how that goes. Okay, so this is starting to look kind of more like dirt. See, more like sand. And yeah, so this is really good. This is fantastic, and we're gonna, now that I'm mixing it all together, I'm about to get, I hope you don't care if you get like your hands dirty when you're doing this, because it makes it taste better, I swear. Okay, now I'm gonna get some water over here. And just use your best judgment. I pour a little bit, That's maybe half a cup. And I maybe even overshot it just now by putting too much water in, but even if you do, no big deal. Just, this whole thing is like, the fun part about making peach cobbler is it's not precise. So if you're like, oh no, there's so many peaches, I put a little too much butter in here. Oh no. I was like, who's gonna go, this peach cobbler has too much butter in it? I'm like, no one. That's crazy. So yeah, so if you put a little too much water in your dough mixture, which I did, but I think I put a little too much in here, you just want it to start sticking to itself. And there we go. I'm gonna put this aside, and when you're mixing this with your hand, just keep one hand clean for emergencies, because stuff happens. If you have small children, pets, whatever. Here we go. Okay, so this is looking pretty good, but it's just a little bit too soggy, so I'm gonna put more flour in here. And it's all good. That's probably somewhere around half a cup of flour. I don't know. And then you get your hands in it and start mixing it up. It helps if you have super scary long fingers like I do, because it stays cool. It doesn't warm up. I'm putting more flour in here. And hi. And let's see, what's my favorite dessert, Camille? Oh gosh. Sometimes all I want is some good dark chocolate. I mean, that's what I want. And but I guess there's this amazing flourless chocolate cake with mousse in it that I had at some restaurant, and I love that. Oh my gosh. It had coffee in it too, which makes everything chocolate taste better. It's pretty great. And let's see. Ooh, this is okay, so this is looking pretty good now. Let me see. Let me pull it up for y'all to see. So it's looking pretty good. I think it's kind of sticking to itself, but it's dry enough, I think. So, because you don't want it too soggy, you don't want it too gluey. But at the same time, if it's too powdery, you can always add just a little bit of water later. So here we go. Can y'all see? Can y'all see? Let me know if you can. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Camille. This is just hot pink, and I like hot pink. So technically my complexion is like soft summer, but if you look at all the soft summer colors, they're so boring. They look like the inside of like a waiting room. And I thought, I don't like that. I like bright colors. So I just wear lots of makeup because I can, because I'm grown. I do what I want. All right, so I'm taking my hands, I'm smushing all this together. This is exactly what you always wanted to do in kindergarten, like playing with Play-Doh, basically. You see, smush it all together like this. Let's see. And good stuff. We don't want to overdo it because it'll start acting all kind of resistant to trying to roll this out, and I don't want things to start getting all tough and resistant, so I don't want to do that. All right, here we go. I took about half of my dough, and I'm gonna roll it out. See, just as a reminder, y'all, here's the peach filling. I'm gonna put that over here on the end of my countertop so you can see this a little bit better. And I'm gonna scoot everything over here. This is a tight space. This is a tight workspace. And here we go. So I use this first and smush it out, and it looks like wet sand, kind of. But it feels dry when you're messing with it, which is fun. And then I get my rolling pin, and I'm rolling. They see me rolling. Here we go. I got this, and I'm rolling it out like that. it's the color of a sand dollar. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but if you've been to the beach, you're like, that is kind of sand dollar colored. It really is. And you just roll it out to be about, what? Maybe an 1/8 of an inch thick. And it's fun. So let me see what y'all are saying, because right now this is just, oh, pie. Shoot, I love making pie, but I love cobbler more. But I have had peach pie. Strangely enough, I never had it growing up because always peach cobbler, that was the thing. But it was only when my mother-in-law, who's from the Northeast, made a peach pie one time. I was like, oh my goodness, this is really good. And it's a lot more self-contained than a cobbler. A cobbler is definitely for sharing. I mean, you should share pie too, but you know, it's meant for gatherings of people. I mean, I guess you could eat a cobbler by yourself, but you would feel really sick afterwards. And plus, then you're like, but I don't get to show it to anybody. And it's pretty. That's part of the fun, is it's kind of a pretty dessert. And of course, like I like to say, it's totally rustic. My version of this is it's going to taste rustic. It's going to look rustic, which really means it looks kind of tacky, but people like it anyway. So, all right, here we go. I rolled out the dough. Now I need a butter knife. Hang on. And where's my butter knife? Oh, found it. Huh? And now I just start. Let me get my container. Got my container. And okay, so now we're gonna start the process of putting stuff on the bottom of the cobbler thing. This is where you put all the ugly pieces. You put them on the bottom and on the sides. Okay. And then it also cleans things up in preparation for the pretty pattern, if you do a pattern of of all those cool diagonal or crisscrossy stripes or strips of dough. That's pretty fun. So anyway, this is totally sketch, and I'm gonna do it like that. So I take my pieces of dough and I put it down like that. Okay. Oh, Ivan, you're so sweet. I love roses. How did you know? I do love roses. I love them a lot. And you know, also those, what do you call them? So there's like these, oh yeah, ranunculus. I think ranunculus are really beautiful too. And it sounds like some kind of disease, but it's not. Look it up. Look it up. Ranunculus are gorgeous, and peonies are gorgeous. It's funny, like these beautiful flowers, when you look at them, you're like, wow, that's beautiful. But then they have like these kind of weird names, and you're like, oh, maybe that's why you're not in the top blah blah, top 20 of most requested flowers. Because you're like, oh, what a beautiful bouquet of ranunculus. Like, this sounds a little alien. Okay, so I have my cobbler bottom going on here, and it looks like various states from the Midwest. And so I got that down here, and I've got the edges of what I've rolled out down here looking pretty good. So let's get going. Let's see, I've got enough pieces to cover the bottom. Now we get the filling, and oh Lord, how am I gonna organize this? Oh well, you're just gonna have to see this. I got my filling. It's gonna splatter everywhere. That's fun. Ooh, let me go around here. Ooh, it's all like, it has its own juice going on here. Yeah, so you don't need to put water in this. You really don't. Okay, I'm pouring it carefully in here. Ah, please don't splatter everywhere. Oh, good. Haha, that looks good. Let me see. Let me show you. This dough's in the way. But can y'all see that? Whoa, it looks a little like something that got hit by a car, but it's fine. Yay. Oh, that's looking good. So one thing I kind of tend to do, y'all, is I tend to put too many peaches in this, which is, I think, a very good mistake, if you will, or good error. But okay, let me scooch you this thing over here so you can see it just a bit better. Nah, there you go. See this? More or less? Okay. Hi, yeah, I know, it's gonna be good. Just wait, Ivan. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do, there's some people who are like doing something really cool and elaborate with this, but again, I'm gonna just say rustic. I'm just gonna go and do what I can and try to make it look good. Blah, there's one. See, strip, ah! And also, by the way, if the strips start kind of falling apart, it's all right. Nobody died. And no one's gonna be like, I'm not eating that. The strips aren't looking perfect. I'm like, dude, you need a new hobby. If that's your problem. And let's see. So we got this. See, and you just layer it like this. I'm doing the short side first, and another one like that, and you just layer it like that. I'm doing kind of a thicker slice deal right now. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room, so I might need to roll out some more dough. Happily, I have a whole bunch more dough here, and so I'm gonna use it. All right, let me just slice that up like this and like this. Good deal. And oh my gosh, Star, that is so sweet of you to say. And hi, Cindy. Cindy. Hi, I like your energy too. Let's see, so we got these strips. Ah. You'll notice that it's not quite long enough, but don't worry, just wait, folks. This is kind of pretty and kind of not. That's okay. So I still have this over here, and what I do is I just break these little strip things in half, and then just basically play connect this thing, it's fine. And look at that, oh my gosh, this worked out nicely. So if it looks a little bit sketchy, who cares? Rustic, just remember, it's not tacky, it's rustic. It's tacky. And so look at that, y'all. Look at that, ha! There's my rustic peach cobbler. And let me sweep all the stuff out over here. So now you see we have some dough on the bottom, we have a pretty lattice thing on top, and I like lots of peach cobbler dough in the peach cobbler itself. So I might try rolling out a little bit more here, and just a little bit more to like shove little pieces of dough in between the lattice work. It might be a huge mistake, but I'm gonna try it anyway because it tastes so good. Sometimes you feel like all the pieces of dough have been submerged with too much like in the way of peaches and stuff, and I don't like that. I want to like have a good even mix. So I'm just gonna start shoving these in the sides here, la la. So it's like little surprises, woo, when people eat it, and la la, and I'm putting little things of dough in here, and I'm gonna put them in here. There, I got that. This is my, I'm showing it to you guys version. So even if it looks completely sketchy, I'll show you the pretty like finished product, and you'll go, oh, that looks so nice. And I'm like, but somebody's gonna eat this. I think probably. The thing is, when I do this stuff, I end up making like 5,000 whatever it is that I'm making. So my neighbors and I are on really good terms because I keep bringing them stuff. Also, I have really awesome neighbors. Most people do, by the way, even if you think, gee, well, so that's how they are. You know, like they're wonderful people. It's really great to get out and say hi if you can, if you're in the right place for that. And because most people are great. And I'm shoving this thing, and I'm gonna put this here. That's looking a little bit like, you know, sometimes when you're like, I have to put this sock in the sock drawer even though it doesn't have its mate, and you're like, but I have to get rid of it. I need to make this thing look like we live here and it looks normal, and you just shove socks in the drawer and you're just like, I'm hoping for the best. That's kind of what I'm doing right now with this dough. All right, that's looking good. Okay, good enough for me. Do I want more peaches here? Yes, I do. Let me scoop some of that here. Ooh. So I do have leftovers. I do have leftover peaches, probably enough for my overflow thing, but whatever. I think it'll all work out in the end. It's just really smart though, for those of you who do make this, to have an overflow container should you need it, because you probably will. And then if you don't, that's okay too. All right, so now I done did it. Let me see. Here we go. So here's our peach cobbler. It's just about ready to go. And just before you put this in the oven, which by the way I preheated to 400 degrees, which sounds pretty hot, and I was a little bit like, it's a little bit warm, but no, I think it does need to be 400. You could try like 375 and hope for the best, but I really do think probably 400 is probably correct. So there you go. Let's see. Hi. What's she saying? Hi. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let's just say, what are y'all saying? I'm so sorry. I need to check in, you guys. La la la, what a flex. Brooke, you're awesome. I think you're cool. I don't know who Eugenia Coney is, but I bet she's nice. Let's see. Okie dokie. All right, I'm gonna look her up though, now that you said that. All right, so I have a little bit of sugar and I'm gonna I'm gonna sprinkle it hard now on this, and I'm gonna just like coat the strips of dough with a light layer of sugar because it will caramelize as you bake it, and it'll get this really pretty goldeny brown color, and also it just makes it taste great. So yeah, and if people are like, that's too sweet, I'm like, well, you can get a big scoop of ice cream and dilute it a little bit, which most people will do, so that's cool. All right, now I'm gonna put this in the oven, and let me do that. Let me tilt this so you can see what I'm doing. Here's our kitchen, y'all. Okay, see that? See that right there? That's our oven. Get ready, here we go. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, here we go. Opening the oven door. Here we go. There you go. And I'm gonna bake it. But I'm gonna set this thing for about 40 minutes, and then I'm gonna look at it, and if it needs a couple more minutes, then I'll do that. Okay, so kitchen timer. Work with me. It slowly is counting up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my goodness. There. I set it for 40 minutes, and now we wait. But wait, guys. Hold on to something, because I'm going to show you the finished product right now. Let's see, but first I'll say hi. 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 Yes! Rara? I don't know. Last time I did make lemon squares, and I had 5,000 lemon squares I couldn't get rid of, y'all. I was like, hello neighbor, you want some lemon square? Oh, you're not here. Okay, never mind. But I did, I gave some to my family and friends and stuff, so it all worked out. Also, I ate like a lot of lemon squares. Let's see. Okay, so, but let me show you guys, because it's gonna take 40 minutes and I'm not gonna make you wait for it. Let me show you the finished product. Here it is. Let's see. Here we go. Ooh. Sweet mystery of life, at last I found you. I know at last the secret of it all. Yeah, it's really fun to start singing full blast for your small children because they don't like it. The funny part is, he did. Yeah, but I'm the one talking. So yeah, I used to, but it's funny, when they were babies, I would sing to them full blast and they loved it. It worked just fine, and they were like, and they go straight to sleep. Not anymore. You can see, yeah, Ivan, dude, yes, I am a classically trained blah blah blah, but who cares about that? We're talking about this right now. And so yeah, so this is what the finished product looks like. See, it's kind of goldeny brown, and you can still see little bits of sugar on it, and it's very good. Although, like I said before, I did put a little water in the mix following the recipe for this past thing, and it's just a touch soupy. I'll still show it to you, but it might be a little bit loose. So let me show you. So here is a bowl, and it's a very nice bowl. And a very nice bowl it is. Hang on. And over here, I have my spatula, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Yeah, this is soupy. Darn it. Oh well. Live and learn, y'all. This next one I'm making won't be so soupy, but whatever. Okay. But here is kind of what it looks like. I have a feeling nobody's going to kick this out of bed, even though it's on the soupier side of life. Still, the flavor is going to be really good. And so this is kind of what it looks like. And bless you. And many forks went into the making of this cobbler. So I'll show you what it looks like when you're about to eat it. Oh my God. It's so delicious, delightful, lovely. I want some. eat a bite of cobbler? Who needs to learn that? Okay, so you grab a big old forkful. Ta-da! Here it is. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And oh yes, Cecily. Hi, Cecily. Yeah, you gotta have it with Bluebell homemade vanilla ice cream. That's really the only way to do this. But since I'm out, I can't. I know I'm out. That's almost unheard of in a Texas household. But I'm out of Bluebell homemade vanilla ice cream right now. I need to fix that. Well, anyway, this is what it tastes like, y'all. Here I go. Ah. Mmm. 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 Oh my gosh, it's so good. Mm. Putting butter in the peach mixture, essential. You gotta do it. Boy, this is good. And it's great if you serve it room temperature. That's really the best if you serve it room temperature. You really do need to let it just set and for all the flavors to marry, you know, to mingle, to make friends with each other, to get married, all that stuff. It's so good. And now you know how to make peach cobbler. Oh my gosh, isn't that cool? There's a kid. I know, they're everywhere. It's like free-range chickens, but they're free-range children. So go figure. Anyway, so there you go, guys. Oh my goodness. Ivan, I'm going to make, what should I make? I'm still chewing. Sorry, guys. You shouldn't talk with your mouth full. But I did. Whatever. Let's see. I think next time I was thinking I might make blondies with pecans and white chocolate chips. What do you think? It's a really bar cookie thing. It's a brownie but without chocolate and lots of brown sugar instead. And I love to throw in pecans because that makes everything better. And it works with brown sugar really, really well. So that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do it. Yes, I do like red velvet. I like it. I haven't had a red velvet cake that just knocked my socks off, you know, but I know they exist somewhere. Yeah, I do love ooh, I should show y'all how I do that. Okay, there's this moist chocolate cake that's a family recipe. It's called Ruth Schwollert's Moist Chocolate Cake. And I know how original, but it is so good. It's kind of like a Texas sheet cake, only a little thicker, and it's delicious. So maybe I'll make that. What do you think? Should I do blondies or should I do that chocolate cake? What do you think? Let me see. Yum. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about it now. But now I have at least two things I'm gonna make. Cake, says Cecily. Okay, fine. Fine, twist my arm. Okay, I'll make a Ruth Schwollert's Moist Chocolate Cake, which is also in my mom's recipe book thing that she made for us one Christmas. And so, yeah, chocolate, but I love chocolate. Me too. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'll do next time. So tune in next Wednesday. Wait, what is next Wednesday? Is next Wednesday July? I don't remember. I'll look it up. But I think until further notice, let's meet on next Wednesday at about 10:30, because that gives me enough time to like feed everyone and set up the ingredients and stuff. And I'll show you how I make a delicious moist chocolate cake, which is kind of like a wonderful go-to homemade birthday cake because it's just amazing. It is so good. And it does not shirk on chocolate and it does not shirk on butter, which is just wonderful. It makes everything great. Okay, y'all, so there you have it. Don't worry, Deb. You can probably tune in again. I think we keep the live videos so that you can tune in on them, but I will make sure that TikTok does that, okay? So you can watch this again and just see this crazy meandering recipe. I'll also include the recipe in the comments if I can figure that out. So yeah, ooh, I should make ice cream one day, but that would require an ice cream maker, wouldn't it? I do love ice cream though. I'll think about it. I'll pray about it. Oh, in case y'all are wondering, what's that strange sound and why does it sound so familiar? That is the sound of my kid dumping out a bunch of Hot Wheels cars on our coffee table. Because you know, life. All right, y'all, have a wonderful day. I hope that your day is just fantastic, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday or earlier if I have something spontaneous I want to do. All right, guys.